Welcome everyone to the Avengenerds podcast, where we talk Marvel, DC, Star Wars, and more. I'm your host Torn, and with me is my co-host Peyton.
Howdy.
Today we'll talk about our favorite moments from the DCEU in the news of the week. There were time codes in the show notes, the description if you want to jump around. With that, here's Peyton with the news.
Torn, we got some pretty rough stuff today. I'm nervous laughing. I swear to God, it's nervous laughter. It's not funny. It's not a funny situation. Neil Gaiman. So, for those unaware, Neil Gaiman is a writer. He's like the frickin' comic writer, other than like Alan Moore and Frank Miller. He's like up there with those guys. But he created like Sandman, Good Omens. He did Eternals, like Marvel 1602. He did some Batman at one point. I don't know if people like his Batman. I actually have no idea.
He did American Gods.
Yeah. But yeah, he's written a ton of stuff, a lot of influential stuff, a lot of very iconic stuff. He has been accused of sexual assault by two different women. One allegation is by a former nanny accusing him of sexual assault, and the other allegation is from an 18-year-old fan accusing him of, quote, rough and painful sex that she neither wanted nor enjoyed. Gaiman himself has denied the allegation, insisting that it was all consensual. Yikes, bro. What? Come on. And this is why can't we can't have nice things, bro. We can't have nice things. Obviously, depending on who you ask, whether it's like believe women are innocent until proven guilty. I don't even know what to think, to be honest with you. It's weird. I think Sandman season 2 is like filming like right now, so I wonder what's going on behind the scenes. But yeah, this is a huge yikes.
Very, very horrible shit. I mean, all we can really do is wait to see what comes out of the of anything, court cases, anything involved. I mean, this is very serious and should not be taken lightly at all. But it's it really is unfortunate that this is becoming like a common occurrence of just like people like of course, like allegations being thrown around with people, and people are being accused of these things, and like it's a very, very horrible thing for like the victims involved.
Fucking Neil Gaiman. Out of everyone, Gaiman?
I know,
what are you doing?
Out of everyone, like, crazy.
Anyway, let's move on swiftly. So we got some more Superman set photos, and it's the internet is in they're very confused. So we got some set photos of Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, and Hawk Girl, and they're in these very how would you describe them? Just, I guess, CW-esque suits. And a lot of people are like, oh my God, it looks terrible and this and that. But anyone with a brain could just look and see that they're intentionally very samey and corporate and stuff like that. On the chest, it has the Lord Tech logo, Maxwell Lord, who is going to, I think he's going to be in the film. I'm pretty sure.
He's gonna be in the film.
Yeah, played by Sean Gunn.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like sort of like a corporate super team. And we see in one of the videos that like they're like walking through a crowd and they all ignore like the corporate heroes, but a bunch of all these kids like flock to Superman because compared to them, he's like this fucking beacon. Like he really stands out. Like it's obviously the point, but you got people like, why does it look trash, bro? The suits in Black Adam were better.
and like this is like where the stuff we talked about a couple of weeks ago or a week or two recently of like the internet just like pretty much like shitting on everything. And granted, like this move, like so far everything's getting like leaked. There's so many photos being spread around that because not everything is in post yet, people are just having this like really like raw reaction to everything. And granted, like I think the only suit that doesn't look good to me is Guy Gardner. But like Superman's Mr. Terrific, hell, even like probably like the Hawk Girl stuff looks pretty solid. Other than that, like it's a thing to where like I'm loving what I'm seeing so far from the like set photos and everything like that. But also on the other hand, I just cannot take the internet seriously because they're gonna be the same people who are gonna be in the seats day one. Like they're talking all this shit now, not knowing what's happening. Granted, like you are right, you are allowed to have an opinion. I mean, whether that opinion's wrong or right, it's a matter of opinion, obviously.
You can
But
say
still,
your opinion, but it's on you if you look fucking stupid.
yeah, for sure. But honestly, like the movie has like yet to like has like a whole another year to release. Honestly, just like give it time. See what it's gonna look like in the trailer, or like of course when the movie comes out. But other than that, like when it's set photos, I don't really have an opinion. I'm very neutral about it. But other than that, like things are looking good so far from what I'm seeing.
So this is according to Variety. The Arkham Asylum series is no longer moving forward. It was originally intended to, initially it was intended to be like set in the Batman universe, but then it got, changed, and then now we're getting the GCPD series. I think it was sort of morphed into that. And then they're doing an Arkham Asylum series that was intended to be a DCEU series that was still produced by Matt Reeves, but it's no longer happening. Sad. Is what it is. This is according to Daniel RPK. Daredevil Born Again Season 2 will reportedly begin filming this fall until mid-2025, which tells me they're confident.
That's good, though. More Daredevil.
Yeah. Start pumping them out.
For real.
I don't even care if the season's trash.
I want season 4 by 2026. Stat.
This is also according to Daniel RBK. Avengers 5 is set to finish filming by August 2025, and filming for Avengers Secret Wars will begin in the fall of 2025, likely between September and November. So I assumed that they were not going to do the back-to-back thing, but I guess not. I mean, they're taking like a month break, but they're essentially filming it back-to-back. Yeah, I mean, if they're filming 2025, I mean, that's basically, at least for Secret Wars, that's basically like what, a 2027 release. That's a much quicker turnaround than I thought. I thought at least 2028 because of all the delays, and
we're gonna be almost 30.
I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about that. That sounds gross. I don't like that at all.
Sorry, bro.
What's crazy is that you're probably gonna have a kid by then.
Shut the fuck up. What?
I foresee it.
Hell no.
I foresee it, bro. It's happening.
Hell no.
I'm sorry to tell you.
Hell no.
You're going to be a father. Congratulations.
No.
Yep.
Hell no.
It's happening. Anyway, that's it for the news of the week, which means it's time to move on to our topic, which is, what was it again? Like our favorite DCU moments or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
So we're doing this because, Torn, it's been very negative lately. So much negativity going around. I mean, us included, we're guilty. Past like 4 episodes have been very, complaining heavy, and, we recognize that. And, there's a lot of stuff going around, the boys, the bear and stuff like that. Just people not being happy with shit.
Yeah, people just not being happy with anything. And I'm sorry to say this, but like, when we move on from a topic, we're going to be talking to you about the what we watched for the week, and I'm going to be going right back to the negativity because I have some things to say. But for right now, we're being positive. We're talking about some of the things that we liked from the DCEU. We haven't done anything DCEU related in a little bit. And, it's something that's like a little bit fresh. So
yeah, a little bit fresh because, notoriously, at least for me, I do not like the DCEU. But, it has its moments.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And, I'd rather talk about something I enjoyed from something I didn't like, and I just shit on it. Even though I really could. I could all day. I could shit on it all day. So we're probably gonna just do the movies in order. A couple of these are gonna be very difficult. Very difficult to find something I like. But let's start with Man of Steel.
One of the things I liked from Man of Steel was the flight sequence, or like at least like a, when he's like in the spaceship, and you have the dialogue of Russell Crowe. Was it Russell Crowe? Was he Man of Steel? Yes, he
Yeah.
was. Yes, he was. Yes, sir. He looks different every single time I see him. But yeah, no, I love that. Just the dialogue from the narration over while he's in the spaceship. He's looking at his suit and he's trying to take flight with Hans Zimmer's score in the background. So good. I love that moment. It feels really, really like fresh in that sequence. And that's one of the things I like from Man of Steel.
It's very difficult for me to not just be like, yeah, it was good, but this part. I'm trying very hard.
Come on.
I'm trying. Okay. Man of Steel. Okay. One of my favorite parts of Man of Steel definitely is, I think it's not the beginning of the film because that's the Krypton stuff, but like, I guess in the first quarter of the film where we see him just trying to get a bearing on just humanity or whatever, and like especially that scene in like, ooh, I was about to say something negative, but the scene in the bar where the dude just pushes him and he just doesn't move.
Yeah,
that's really good. Obviously Henry Cavill himself, he's fantastic. I keep almost diverting. He's really good. Obviously he's a fantastic Superman.
From what he was given, of course.
From what he was given.
This is crazy. This is not that hard, bro.
I'm sorry.
this is not that hard.
I'm sorry. It's surprisingly difficult because literally I'm like, oh yeah, that scene was great. Although I didn't like how he crushed the truck and put.
Well, yeah, I mean that's fine. I mean it's more so of a criticism than like negativity. I would say.
I guess I'm trying.
Okay, but you like the part where he doesn't move when he gets pushed.
Yes, I like just Henry Cavill in general. Of course. Literally my favorite scene in the movie is the Smallville fight.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that. Yeah,
yes,
the Smallville fight.
That part's genuinely incredible. The action is spectacular.
Yeah. I also like really love even though it's damn that was gonna be hard for me too. I do like the third act. I do like the third act.
Okay.
Not a lot, but like I mean it is pretty fun to look at. And I'm like, oh wow, this is actually what's happening and wherever, and this is really, really cool. I think Zod was a really cool like villain to start off with.
Michael Shannon was really good.
Michael Shannon he's a great actor. He's great really Zod, great.
Yeah.
And also like, I mean, to like when like in the beginning stuff, the Krypton stuff, when he's walking in with all the other Kryptonians, that looks really really, really good. That's like of course all the suits were CGI'd, and that's really, really good CGI. But like, yeah, like Michael Shannon as Zod, he is like menacing, and that's what I liked about his portrayal in this in Man of Steel. Of course, like you said, the Smallville fight is really great, has great action. I love like Faora, like just murking people, like military, like everything. That was like really, it was really, really cool. But yeah, the third act as well, that's really, really fun. I like seeing just them fighting across the city, buildings just getting destroyed, and I liked it. That's what I liked.
The third act is something.
Won't talk about the end, but yes, it's something. It is a scene.
I don't know why this is so hard. I like Man of Steel, and I'm struggling.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh no! God. Oh no! This is gonna be harder than I thought.
Jesus!
Let's Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Oh God!
Oh, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. One of the scenes it's fucked up. But it's such a funny scene. It's a funny scene. It's when, of course, Superman, he's on trial and he's in the courthouse, and the camera just just a still shot
God.
of the guy in the wheelchair, and he just explodes. What the fuck? Shut up! But in that scene, what I like afterwards too is like that little like slow mo, like the FPS is like the FPS is slowed down. No, that's what it's increased, but it's a slow mo, and it's like that push up on Superman, and he's like looking down, he's very disappointed. It's just like I like that shot a lot. The flames are around him in the courthouse.
Uh-huh.
What do you mean? Uh-huh.
No,
That's
go
why I
on.
liked it. Yeah, that's one of the scenes I liked in that movie. I also liked when Lex Luthor, Jesse Eisenberg's skinny Lex Luthor, he's like kind of like talking about like the paintings and like what they represent. That was a really cool scene with the nice little elegant school in the background.
The gods are coming down from the sky.
Jesus, God. Mark Zuckerberg is Lex Luthor.
When it comes to Batman v Superman, there's two scenes that come to mind that I genuinely really like. One, the opening is incredible. Following Bruce Wayne in the moments of the third act of Man of Steel.
Yeah.
Following him on the ground is genuinely incredible.
Yes, that is great. And then he's like looking up at the sky and seeing everything. That was so good.
The shot of everyone running away and him running into the smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Bad movie, but it's amazing.
Jesus.
That entire sequence, genuinely, despite my feelings about this film, might be one of the best openings in a superhero movie. To take the third act, and honestly, a lot of the criticism of the third act of Man of Steel and turning it into that is very good. Is the rest of it executed well? That's up to debate. But yeah, that opening is phenomenal. The second scene is, I'm trying to remember the context. Both Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne are going to Zuckerberg's, little party thing, and they meet, and there's like a level of tension there.
Yeah,
that interaction between those two is really fun.
Most definitely. Also, one of my favorite scenes is probably one of the best scenes in a comic book movie. The warehouse scene.
Oh, yes, the warehouse scene.
The warehouse scene, and it's amazing. Like I love seeing Batman like brutally
murder people
and murder people. Yeah,
it's really good. That's a really great part of Batman and Superman. Honestly, Batman should just kill people from now on. It's really cool, and it's a great addition to the character. That all additions.
Yeah, no, but I'm kidding. I mean, it's not a bad scene. It's not one of my favorites. But another one of my favorites is when they're fighting, Batman and Superman are fighting. And he's using the kryptonite, and he's trying to punch Superman, but then he gets his immunity back.
Yeah, that is good.
Shit.
That is, and you see his face. He's like, "Oh no!"
He's like, he gets stuck to a building. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
dude.
That's great. One scene. Oh God, I lost it. What's this? Oh, when Batman's in the Batmobile and Superman comes down and Batman just slams into him, but he just does not move.
Yeah,
Superman he fucking skirts, and the shot of him getting out is a little corny, but that scene where he's like, Superman's like, "You got to stop, bro."
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's it's really good stuff. I can't forget about the Martha scene. How do you know that name?
Yeah, one of the best scenes in cinema.
Mm-hmm. One shot that I do like. I mean, I don't know. I like this shot. It's really cool. It's really simple. In the third act, with they're fighting. Yes, that happened. I'm confusing stuff.
What is bro talking about?
What, in the third act of Batman v Superman?
Doomsday?
Yes, sir. Yes, Doomsday. So yeah, when they're fighting Doomsday, and Batman like grapples, then like the thunder strikes, and it makes the cover of the Dark Knight Returns comic for Frank Miller.
The Trash Knight Returns.
I have that comic. It's like sitting on my bookshelf.
I don't have that comic.
You want it?
Nah.
You want to see fascist Batman?
Yeah, I love fascist Batman.
Hell yeah. But yeah, that's what I like.
That's all I can think of for BVS.
I'm not going to say anything else. We're trying to keep it positive.
Yeah. No, that's not this movie isn't the only one, but this is arguably, no, I can't say that either. But this is a good film that Wonder Woman is in. Wonder Woman is a good addition to this film, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yes,
I really do like that.
I enjoyed her presence in the film. And Gal Gadot, I didn't mind in this film in particular. Anyway, moving on. Suicide Squad. 2016?
Yep.
I guess when it comes to movies we just talk about our favorite bits because it's just a good movie. Like Suicide Squad 2016.
2016 Suicide Squad, I think anything with Deadshot really was like super fun. I mean I really like Will Smith a lot, and I really liked how they handled his character and like what he was given in this movie. But yeah, anything with Deadshot, I love the fact where like, he's training and he's like shooting at all the targets and he's like hitting all of them like, of course with great accuracy. And he's like having a conversation with like Waller about like, his daughter and stuff like that. I really like that part. I also this is one of the hardest scenes too, but like, Enchantress like freaking does that little thing on the table. Yeah, the hand, yes, that's incredible, dude.
Such a good shot.
That's so hard, dude. That's so hard. But oh my god, that was crazy. There was another one. Oh, it's another funny shot. But when the Suicide Squad gets deployed on where the mission or whatever, the first part of the mission.
Yeah, wherever that is. Right.
And one of the guys, I think his name is Slipknot, tries to like escape his fucking body. His head just explodes.
And he just hangs there.
Yeah. I'm like, damn. Get destroyed.
Things I liked. Margot Robbie. Duh.
Yeah.
Will Smith's okay, I guess.
I also liked Karen Fukuhara's Katana.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no.
No, I mean, it's just that she's wasted. But keeping it positive, I do like. Look, just a slight sprinkle of negativity. Obviously, I don't like Ben Affleck's Batman, but his scenes in this are pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
It's like I got a glimpse of what his Batman could have been.
Yeah, no.
There's that Flash cameo that was fun when it came out.
Yeah,
and I was like, look, the Flash, that's fun. Captain Boomerang, I do really enjoy. He's another one of the highlights of the film.
He loves unicorns.
He does love unicorns. I think bro has a problem. Positive things about the scene at the end of the film in the third act in Enchantress is showing them like what their lives could be, and it's Harley Quinn's version of reality where like everything in her life is like normal. She has a kid and Joker's a normal dude. I thought that bit was nice.
Leto, bro. Just Jared Leto.
It's just Jared Leto. Well, Jared Leto's not a normal dude, so it's
yeah. But yeah, they're not. Yeah, I agree. That was a good scene. I also liked a little bit of like El Diablo, what he did. Didn't he sacrifice himself at the end?
He did.
Yeah, that was a good scene. I like that.
When he turned into a big fire boy.
Yeah.
Amanda Waller, peak casting.
Viola Davis.
She's ridiculous.
I know. Crazy as hell. It's like you want to hate her, but you can't, get this Viola Davis does a great job.
Oh no, I do hate her.
Well, I mean,
she fucking sucks.
Amanda Waller, yes.
She's such an easy character to like. Just I like. There's so many characters that like you're not supposed to like, but you enjoy. And Amanda Waller is just the fucking worst. But she's the catalyst to so many things. It's like she's a good character, but she sucks.
Most definitely.
I don't think I've ever seen a version of Amanda Waller that I liked in like a as a person.
I personally
way.
think like, well, we'll talk about it later because it's still part of the DCEU. I was gonna say the Suicide Squad.
I think she was worse there.
Think she was worse there?
Yeah, she's fucking horrible.
What about Suicide Squad? Kill the Justice League.
Horrible.
True.
To be clear, these are like good versions of the character.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying.
Makes sense.
But that's what makes them shitty. they're too good at their job.
Too good at their job, so you just dislike them more. Makes sense.
Oh, another positive thing, probably the last positive thing about Suicide Squad, that first trailer, pretty good. Is that it for Suicide Squad?
I don't remember that first trailer, but yes, that is it.
Yep. All right, moving on. Wonder Woman 2017.
Oh yes, pretty good.
Just a good movie.
Pretty good, yeah. I really enjoyed the like when Chris Pine's airplane crashes on the mascara and he's like looking around, he's like, oh, bunch of women. Where am
I? Yeah, Chris Pine just in general is definitely a highlight of this movie. Gal Gadot's best performance as Wonder Woman. Pretty solid action. Actually really good action. Shades of Chris Reeve's Superman, or Richard Donner's Superman, I should say, in the film. Just honestly really solid. I haven't seen it in a while. I should rewatch it, but it's also unnecessarily long, and I'm like, I go through my movies, I'm like, I want to watch a movie, I'm like, maybe I'll rewatch something, I'm like, is this an hour 40 minutes? No, I don't want to
figure out I'm trying to think of his name, but I liked
Ares?
Yes, Ares.
Yeah, he was good.
He was good.
Yeah,
he's what's his name?
There's the lady with the mask. Who you trying to think of?
Yes, that's his name. David Thewlis. That's his name.
Who?
Well, yeah. You don't watch Harry Potter, but he was in Harry Potter as a goat. Rebus.
He was a goat?
No. But yes, Ares. David Thewlis. He was great in that movie.
Oh, the actor's name.
Yeah, the actor's name is David Thewlis.
I see.
Are you talking about the woman with the mask, you said?
Yeah.
Hippolyta?
No?
I don't remember.
Isn't Hippolyta her mom?
I don't remember, honestly.
I don't remember. I just remember her being cool.
I haven't seen the movie in a while.
I haven't seen the movie in a while either, but it's a good movie. It's just hard to pick out specific scenes. It's like if a movie's bad, it's memorable because it's fucking bad. Unless it's a forgettable kind of bad, in which case, not really. But sometimes a movie's just good, and it's like, yeah, it's just good.
Most definitely.
So what's next? That was 2017. Oh, Justice League. 2017's Justice League.
Oh, yes.
Now, notoriously very good movie.
Okay.
No, obviously a notoriously very bad movie, but
it doesn't mean that it doesn't have our favorite moments.
Doesn't it? Look, well, we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun watching this whenever we saw it in the theater. And the only reason why I remember is because the movie is bad. Sorry, I know we were trying to keep it positive.
I mean, but the positivity is that it's bad. It's bad that it's good.
It's bad that we had fun with it.
Yeah.
So like the intro is probably the most. It's oh my god, the intro's it's crazy. It's crazy how they went with that. Like,
certainly an interesting choice.
Just the intro opens up with some kid, filming Superman with his CGI face, and it looks really bad, and it's morphed and
it's floating around.
I know. And
he's like, "Oh, the S is a river or some shit." Or whatever the fuck he says.
I don't know.
And then one of my favorite scenes is Batman's introduction. He gets that guy and he's holding him up, and then the parademon comes and he exposes him, and just right out loud next to the guy, he's like, Alfred, you seeing this?
What else? Anything with Superman's floating lip, it was so fun.
Something that's like not a part of it being bad, just something I genuinely liked. At the end of the movie, where they're all fighting Steppenwolf, and once Superman shows up, they just fucking kick the shit out of Steppenwolf within like zero difficulty, just absolutely destroying his ass.
Just jumping the shit out of him. What is another? What was the Flash stuff was in Justice League, right? Where he's like,
which part? Which Flash stuff?
Right, Bruce. He's like kind of like interviewing him or whatever, and
that was in both versions.
Okay, so then yeah, I did like that then.
Although the Justice League 2017 version was the one where he's like, "What's brunch?"
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what brunch is.
That was the brunch one, but yeah, I did like the one where he's like, Bruce like finds him. He's like, oh yeah, like the suit, like the suit's like made out of like whatever he says, like some aerodynamic type of shit or whatever. And then like he throws a batarang at him, and then he catches it, looks at it, and it's like the lighting's everywhere. That shit goes hard. That shit's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I loved when he threw the battering at him, even though he had no idea what his powers was.
Hey, bro, he knew, bro. Yeah, he had to figure it out.
He definitely.
Yeah. And
one of my favorites. Oh, of course. I mean, the whole sequence. Well, most of the sequence. When they resurrect Superman and Superman's fighting everyone.
Yes. That was good.
And of course, we were freaking the fuck out when Flash was going at him, and he fucking turns.
Yeah, I know.
We were like, oh shit!
I just also just love how like in those like moments, it's like the cool lighting and like the lighting's going everywhere, and dude, that shit was so funny. That shit was so fun. But also, I loved when Batman showed up and the Superman just flies. It smacks him again.
Just backhands him.
Flies against the cop car. I'm sorry, that shit was so funny. Oh, and we can't forget about the probably one of the most wasted characters ever, but the post-credit scene of Joe Manganiello's Deathstroke.
Hell yeah.
God, that shit was so fucking good.
We were freaking out.
Dude, we were freaking I still have that video, dude. I had that video of us freaking out in the theater.
Deathstroke. Send that shit.
And then like in front of us we had like a bunch of like middle school girls look up at us.
They're like, what the fuck are these?
Yeah, no, like what are these fucking
kids freaking out about?
Oh, dude, that was so fucking awesome.
And then we said, well, you see, that's the character Slade Wilson, otherwise known as Deathstroke or Slade. He's a notorious Batman villain and usually goes up against the Teen Titans. That's what
we did not say that shit.
Cool. Yeah, well, that's exactly what we did. I mean, you took the lead. You were saying most of it.
No, because we went to fucking Taco Cabana afterwards.
We did not go to Taco Cabana.
We did go to Taco Cabana.
We literally did not go to Taco Cabana afterwards. That is that's a flat out fucking lie.
What are you talking about?
We got out of the we did. We got out of the theater and my mom was waiting for us.
I could have sworn we went to Taco Cabana.
We did not go to Taco Cabana. You want to know how I know we didn't go to Taco Cabana? Because I don't fucking like Taco Cabana, and I never would have gone to Taco Cabana.
Oh, I could have sworn you went to Taco Cabana with us one time, or with like. I could have sworn you were there one of these times.
Not.
Okay, well, that's it for Justice League, I guess.
Well, no. It's a good movie. Just generally, it's a good movie. Yeah. I guess some of the Flash stuff was better. Like I did like the part where he meets his dad in prison and he draws on the dude real quick because he can. Because he was being a dick. That was fun. I can't think of anything else. But we had fun with it. Anyway, 2018, I think that was just Aquaman in 2018.
Probably some of the best visuals I've seen in a comic book movie. Like, or at least in the DCEU.
Shit was colorful.
It was colorful as fuck. Like, Willem Dafoe was great in this movie. I love the role he was playing. Patrick Wilson as Ocean Master. Fucking, like, what a dickhead. What a dickhead, but like it worked so well. What else? Oh, I like the I think it was the beginning where I think Willem Dafoe or something, or like they're training Aquaman, and he catches like it was a young Aquaman, but he catches the Triton with his hands on the beach. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, some of the best acting I've ever seen.
Oh, another thing I liked about this movie is that there's no squids.
Oh yeah,
nothing.
Really?
No squids. Yeah, there was no squids, no octopuses or anything. probably why this movie was goated. This movie was fucking goated for that.
Thing, you know what's hard about this for me? I haven't seen it. I've only seen it once.
I've only seen it once too.
So I'm really trying to think here. It's colorful, like you said. Some of the best visuals. Really good third act fight scenes. Incredible Black Manta design.
Of course.
No. We're being positive.
Shit. Oh yes, the fight scene with Black Manta and Aquaman in the second act. That was good. It was like what? I remember there was like it was the sunlight and looked like grease.
Yes. That was really good.
And I like the flashback scene of why Black Manta hates Aquaman. That was pretty cool as well.
And he was all like, "Dad, oh no, Dad, don't, oh no."
Yeah, he was like fucking, like I if I remember correctly, like fucking Aquaman basically like fucking just washed his dad, like fucking hit the shit out of him.
And he was like, "Wow, it's some sort of Aquaman. I'm gonna get that guy."
Some kind of Jason Momoa.
I can't think of it. I can't think. Oh, Tamara Morrison. He's great.
Of course he is. I'm really disappointed that he didn't pull out no armor, no Mandalorian armor.
Bro thinks it's Star Wars, bro. That's a different universe, you dumbass. It's not even owned by the same company, dumbass. That was never going to happen, dumbass. Why would you want that when his show was ass? What a bad show. We're being positive. Boba Fett was really good. Great show. 2019 was Shazam.
2019, dang, that was crazy. I had a lot of fun with that movie whenever we watched it.
What a pleasant surprise.
I know. And honestly, I'm so mad that we bought tickets. There's no person that was checking it. We could have snuck in. Still mad about that.
We could have just walked in. Is what it is.
But yes, it was genuinely fun. It felt very, very consistent. I loved Asher Angel's performance. And oh my god, I think one of the craziest shots, one of the best shots in that movie was when he's all like Ash Angel's on the rooftop. He does a little Kevin Gates thing.
Oh,
he says Shazam, and then he just flies. That's
really good. Yeah,
that's so good.
One of the best parts of the film is just the Shazam lead, just generally.
Yeah, for sure.
Just great chemistry between all of the cast. I love the foster dad. He's great.
Yes. He was also in The Walking Dead, Jerry.
He's also Aquaman.
Yes, he is. But also, I really liked the Mark Strong's character.
Yeah, he managed to make like a really generic villain fun.
Good, yeah. And I also loved like the horror thing that they did.
Yeah,
and
definitely
then, like The Office.
Elements.
That was pretty good. And then also one of the things I loved was like at the end, the third act, when like Mark Strong's character, he's like he's like he's trying to do this like villain monologue, but like they're so far away, and Aquaman's like, what?
That was such good timing too, because I was like right in like it was always memed in the like CW era of like Top Capital's Eobard Thawne like always whispering, and they're like 100 feet from each other. It's like what?
It's like what? But yeah, generally really good. I love Shazam. In 2020,
a lot of the wizard stuff's fun. Yeah, 2020's Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey. Anything with Ewan McGregor, Black Mask.
Yep. I wish he wore the mask more, but it is what it is.
I know.
But when he did put on the mask, it's really good.
Most definitely.
Solid action. Margot Robbie is what goes without saying. This is probably one of, if not the most underrated DCEU film.
Definitely.
The casting is amazing.
Casting is amazing, except for Cassandra Cain.
Well, they're going for something different. I mean, it's because they just named her Cassandra Cain that it's...
Well, it's okay. Yes. I wasn't a fan of it, but that's okay. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Huntress, crazy.
Yep.
Great stuff. Yeah,
I really like the intro where she's like, "Fuck the Joker."
I know, right? And then she ends up getting like a sandwich, a breakfast sandwich.
that
The most
breakfast sandwich
intimate
looked
scene,
fucking good though.
the most intimate scene of a breakfast sandwich made me crave that for a couple weeks.
It did
It's like,
look
damn.
good. One of my favorite parts of the film was Kathy Ann absolutely shitting on Grace Randolph. That was really good.
Obviously. Hell yeah.
Obviously, the part where Black Mask absolutely just fucking explodes at the end.
And his body falls into the water, bro.
He just like just in pieces, bro. His body full on fucking explodes.
Fucking crazy.
Like you said, Ewan McGregor's just performance in this is just very good. I love the bit where bro's like slicing the faces off, and he comes in. He's like, spare this one. But then she's like crying and gets like a little snot. And he's like, is this not like, ugh? Like, I changed my mind. Fucking cut her face off.
Yeah.
We got Wonder Woman 1984 torn.
Very interesting.
Honestly, this obviously, again, like Justice League 2017, notoriously not great. Honestly, I kind of have fun with this because, and look, it's not good. But yeah, honestly, I have fun. Pedro Pascal in it is really fun.
Kristen Wiig is fine as hell.
They did the trope I don't love, but we're being positive.
I liked when when Wonder Woman gets like the gold suit. That was pretty cool. It's all shiny. Kind of want it.
It is shiny, yeah. I like the action scene in the beginning in the mall.
Yeah,
she's getting all those guys.
I was just thinking about that one. And again, like Chris Pine.
Yeah,
such a delight to see him.
I was about to say Chris Pine is a highlight. A lot of his like wide-eyed childlike wonder for all this like futuristic stuff to him in the 80s was really infectious. It was really fun to see.
It's really cool.
Yeah, then we got Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Oh yes, oh my god, so much. Yes, so much love. Okay, Black Suit Superman, great. I love it. Of course. Don't care what anyone says.
I don't know what anyone would say.
If you don't like it, shut up. But Black Suit Superman, great.
Should add a mullet, but it's fine.
Yes, I know, and a beard. And then Darkseid, crazy. Should have seen more of him though. I loved the new design of Steppenwolf.
Such a massive upgrade.
I know. Like it's fucking crazy. I loved just seeing Superman without, CGI mustache and floating lips. That was really, really cool.
That was very nice. A lot of the same highlights from 2017 still apply, like the scene where Superman fights everybody. That's good.
Yeah.
There was a scene in 2017 that I forgot to mention. The scene where Aquaman's sitting on the lasso of truth.
Yes.
And he's like, I know me and your ancestors had a war in the past, but I'm not about that. By the way, you're very beautiful. You're incredible. He's sitting on. It's like it's very Joss Whedon, but it's one of the only like Joss Whedon moments that actually works for me.
Definitely. Also, and what I liked about in Zack Snyder's Justice League is that most of the focus is put on Cyborg, and one of the best scenes of that movie is when Cyborg helps out that single mother.
He makes the money bigger.
Yeah, man, $100,000, man. Like that was such a nice, like, heartwarming scene, and I really like that.
I really like the increased dynamic between Bruce and Diana. That was really fun. I get the entire third act. I was like, because when I watched it, I expected changes to it's 2 hours longer than the original film. But like that, I was not expecting that entire third act to be as different as it was. All the stuff with the Flash was just so much better. So much better. It was insane. I was like, I can't believe how different it was in comparison. And yeah, it was done really well.
Oh, I also liked during that war, that little war, small little inclusion of the Green Lantern.
That was in the Justice League cut, so
No,
actually
I mean, it was, but
No, it wasn't.
it was.
No,
It was, but it was the Zack Snyder.
I don't remember it, so it doesn't count.
Oh, okay.
But still, it was really cool seeing that.
Yeah, it was fun to see. There was this thing at the end. Deathstroke appeared. That was really cool.
Oh yeah, that little nightmare sequence.
Yeah. Part of it was good. It was it's a good tease for a future that might not come. But positive. We're positive. I did like the part at the end with Martian Manhunter.
Yes,
where he talks to Bruce.
That was really nice. Also, the CGI, incredible.
For what?
For everything. Going back to the nightmare scene where Ezra Miller,
that was impressive.
That was incredible. That was incredible CGI.
Martian Manhunter didn't look good though.
Martian Manhunter didn't look good?
No, he did not.
It's okay.
You should go back and rewatch it. He did not look good.
Oh, damn it. The rewatch. It's always the rewatch. It's always the rewatch, man. Okay. But yeah. The look was only there for like 2 seconds. That's why I was like, oh, I didn't really think about it like that. But yes.
We got the line that was from the trailer from Cyborg where he says you should probably move. That was good.
Just love how it's like 4 hours long.
An hour. Not even a second spared.
You love to see it.
You
love to see it.
Let's talk about The Suicide Squad 2021.
Generally one of the best paced movies ever.
Okay, James Gunn Glazer.
Dude, I think I've seen that movie like 3 times.
Really?
And I'm like, wow. Yeah, and I was like, wow, I could not get enough of this. This is really, really good.
Very colorful.
Very, very, very colorful. I love I love fucking Pete Davidson, dude. I knew you were gonna say that. God damn.
Pete Davidson's just getting his face absolutely just torn apart.
Just on. James Gunn knew he was doing. It's on brand for that character, and giving it to Pete Davidson. It's just so funny. But yeah, that whole entire sequence of just pure chaos is absolutely nuts. TDK, bro, the detachable kid.
That's Green Lantern, actually.
But yes, like, just there's a lot of great chemistry within, like, the team. I love just every single bit of that movie. King Shark, great. Bloodsport, so great. Peacemaker, fucking asshole, and then just like ended up being redeemed later in the show. But Ratcatcher is amazing too.
Yeah, Polka Dot Man.
Awesome. Man.
I love the entire sequence where Peacemaker and Bloodsport are just slaughtering that village.
Yes.
Because they're just like competing and they're actually the good guys.
Yeah.
And Rick Flag's like, I am so sorry. These guys are fucking idiots. Also, like the chemistry between Rick Flag and Harley Quinn. It's like clearly they've probably worked together a lot by this point, and they've developed a friendship.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
It was really touching.
That entire Harley Quinn monologue when she shoots whatever that dude was.
Yeah, the Maltesian prince. Was he? Yeah, it was Maltese. Yeah, Maltese. How do I remember that?
I don't know. How did you remember that? Just
bro,
and of course,
he was killing birds, bro. Fuck
that's
him.
true. He was killing birds, and of course, Starro. The fact that works at all,
dude. But dude, like also like when they're in like the base and you see all the cages of people with the Starro faces and like
terrifying.
It was crazy.
And the shot where one of them like peels the starfish out is so fucking gross.
But like honestly, dude, I remember when you told me about it. You're like, oh yeah, like guess the villain that James Gunn's doing, and I was like, wow, it's Starro. And I'm like, that is the most James Gunn villain ever.
Yeah, it absolutely
but he managed to make it work, and it. Oh my god! Like, and
he managed to make it not like comic accurate. Also, it's a giant starfish, and he managed to make it fucking actually scary.
I know, And it's also things where, like, you know, the one of the villains that we like is, like, you know, villains like you sympathize with. You know, it's like Sorrow just wanted to live, but people were just fucking with him. She's such a cute little boy, bro. She's just a little guy, you know. But
just a little guy with his kids. I don't know, what would you even title it?
Dude, all you gotta do is just raise up his arm, and then they start. Dude, they were flying too. They were fucking flying.
Yeah,
fucking incredible. No, not well. It's incredible, but it's also fucking terrifying.
And it's like they established, like, it's even more terrifying because they do establish, like, once it's latched onto you, you're fucking dead. You're gone.
Yeah,
like crazy. Like there's no saving any of those people.
And I also just like love how like they're like, oh yeah, like whatever, they're all like wearing helmets that just fly off. I mean, they just slide off.
Yeah,
they can't attach to King Shark
when they're all like about to head over to face off with Starro, and Amanda Waller is just like, get the fuck back here, bro. She's about to like hit the switch to blow up one of their heads, and then
you just get fucking whacked in the back of the head.
Dude. So I'm satisfying just seeing Amanda Waller just get her shit rocked.
I know. I like literally just did like the fucking praying hands emoji. I'm just like, thank God.
Dude, when I was watching it with my family, my brother was like, yes! It's like, he hates her. He hates Amanda Waller with a passion.
I don't blame him, dude, because, dude, I was like, oh my God, man. It's just, I can't deal with her sometimes. It's like, Jesus. But oh yeah, also I also love the sequence of Harley Quinn escaping from that jail. Or from
and you see all like the flowers and stuff.
Yes, that was really, really cool. I fucking love that shit. And then like you know, Harley's outside and Revive's like, we're gonna save you. And then Harley was like, oh, you're gonna save me? But also King Shark, bird.
Bird. Hand.
Yes, Nanawe, that's your hand. Dude.
There's so much stuff we could gush about in this movie, yeah. It's so good.
Poor Polka Dot Man, though.
Yeah, he deserved better.
Definitely. He died a hero.
True. But we must move on. Black Adam.
Oh, huh.
Look, on initial viewing, I enjoyed it. It was just this rewatch.
Dr. Fate.
Yeah, the suit. Well, no, just the suit design in general.
The suit is that. Oh my God!
Yeah, Dr. Fate just
makes me cry knowing that a suit.
Incredible casting.
Just knowing a suit looks that fucking good is criminal. But oh my God, that was so good. Let me see, what else did I like about it? Some of the action sequences were pretty fun. Like I know, like when Black Adam was like demolishing the military and like that little apartment. Apartment hotel thing.
That was pretty. Yeah, that was fun. The part where it's like they tried to do a Quicksilver scene, and he's absolutely demolishing all of them. Like that was decent. That was pretty good.
I wish Atom Smasher was shown a lot more, because I did like Atom Smasher.
Yeah, the team was surprisingly fun when, like, because the trailers when they were coming out, like it was actually kind of ironic. I was most excited for Dr. Fate, obviously, and Hawkman, but I ended up really liking the Atom Smasher and Cyclone, and not really enjoying Hawkman all that much.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. What else? What else did I like about Black Adam? Damn, I haven't watched that movie in forever.
The only thing I can really think of right now is just that there was a few fun action sequences.
Yes, and also the post-credit scene, seeing Henry Cavill.
Oh,
seeing Henry Cavill and that nice looking. I know positivity.
It's so good. It was really nice.
The suit was so bright and colorful. It just made me drool.
Pretty sure it was just color corrected.
I don't give a fuck. It looks good. You see what color correction does to a motherfucker, bro.
Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Honestly, I had fun with this. A lot of people hated it. Look, it's not. I mean, we talked about it. We have a review. It's not great. It's not as good as the first one, but there's definitely stuff to like. I mean, the Shazamly is there, and they're still really solid. There was, again, solid action sequences. The villains could have been better, but like, I don't know. I thought what's her name? The young one. What's her name?
Rachel Ziegler.
Yeah, I thought she was fun.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was.
She was a good addition.
Adam Brody,
of course.
Crazy dude. I love when Adam Brody's like on screen. I like the beginning sequence. He was on screen in that suit. That was so fun.
Yeah.
I actually like the beginning with like the beginning where like they're like robbing that like little museum with like Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu.
Yes. That was crazy. When one of them threw one of the guys like into one of the like statues or whatever, and just hits his head so hard.
I know, that was crazy as shit. I like honestly, like I like the unicorn thing, like the unicorn part.
Thing. Oh, yes.
And of course, like that was kind of crazy. What else did I like the fight scene of it was Shazam versus Helen Mirren's character. It was like in this like little warehouse or whatever. It was like where like
that part was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. I like that. What else?
I can't think of anything else. Oh no.
I also liked how the foster parents were they were like,
oh yes, they were all for, yeah
they were fucking great. Like they were like, hey, y'all in trouble, fuck all that, bro. They're just it was a loving family moment.
There was the part where the kid's gay.
That's fucking crazy. That's
crazy. Well, he is though. He said he was like, I'm gay.
Yes. Yeah, Pedro's gay. Yes.
Yeah. This fucking woke shit.
That's
no wonder the movie failed.
Jesus.
The Flash.
Supergirl.
Batman.
I like the Flash.
But
one of the things I liked about that movie, Supergirl was really cool. I love that sequence where like, she breaks out of the like, the little prison. She's all frail, but then like she gets the sunlight, she like just starts destroying that army. But also one of the things I really did like was the mansion scene, in the second act, where like, they're talking to Bruce Wayne, or like, I'm Bruce Wayne, or like whatever. Such a strong second act. I've said this before.
Yeah.
But like when Barry's talking to himself and he's like, yeah, like you have no idea like what our mother did, like, or does to like, support you, like you're like, and take this seriously.
There's some decent heart in this movie.
Yeah, there is.
I was trying to stay positive, but Ezra Miller
the grocery store stuff with his mom is really emotional. I like that a lot.
Michael Keaton returning as Batman. He like, as much as people are like, oh, he like did it for like the paycheck or whatever, he's clearly having a lot of fun.
Of course. And like, I mean, and it's also like, regardless if it was for a check, like, why the fuck would you not put on like your bat suit again? Like, the fuck. Yeah. And I mean, obviously he was gonna do it regardless, for the Batgirl movie.
Rest in peace.
I know. Rest in peace. And
I loved how all of his stuff was like, all of his like gadgets were like still like really analog, and they got on the thing and he was like, how much do you weigh? He just like do math to figure all this shit out.
What else? Oh yes, I loved when they're sneaking into the lab, and like of course, like fucking Barry 2 has to phase them through that.
Oh yeah.
And then the fucking running scene where he's running around.
Oh yeah, but he doesn't have this. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Was so funny. That was so funny.
Yeah, like you said, really strong second act.
Yeah, of course. What else did I like? Oh yeah, I like the beginning a little bit, but like on the bridge,
Batman stuff.
The Batman stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm in the minority. I really enjoyed that bit.
it's good. It's just if I don't focus too much on the CGI.
I don't think the CGI is even that bad. I think it's just like I think they chose bad lighting because it's like overcast.
It's like overcast, but it's like it like looks like super like smooth. But like
Sure.
I think like the bridge stuff is funny, like where like Wonder Woman, shows up and talking to Batman and the Flash. That was a really fun combo.
Yeah.
And one of the things, what else did I like? The Speed Force. I like the Speed Force aspect. I love how like it's like a kind of like a coliseum of like memories and people.
I like the idea.
Yeah, of course. Was it executed all that well? Like not all that much, but still, I like the concept of that. That was really really cool. What else? I mean, as much as I'm not a big fan of the Dark Flash thing, I kind of liked what they were going with it in the movie. Like this, like concept of like, this like Flash is like trying to he's trying to save everyone. He's trying to be like that hero. He ends up like fucking up like in different ways, and he's reset the timeline so many times. He just becomes like this evil version.
Yeah.
Like also the power set they were showing with both of them was fucking crazy as shit. That was actually it was really really cool.
Oh, like when they like charge static and stuff to like shoot it. Yeah.
And then it was like one part, I don't know, I mean it was like either one of the Flashes, but one of them's about to like fucking get killed, and then the other one just like fucking phases his hand through the Kryptonian. Fucking crazy as shit. Just he's like yeah, like bro, like you got focus, come on, and then it just speeds off. I lock in. But yes, the Flash.
Blue Beetle.
Lots of things I love. Number one, the suit.
Oh,
crazy.
Oh, the suit.
The suit's incredible.
So good.
The suit's good. The action sequences are pretty solid in this movie. I love the family dynamic a whole bunch of this. It's so fun.
It grew on me because I remember that being one of my criticisms, but it did grow on me.
It's also very like reminiscent too, because like I have like a little bit of like Hispanic friends and family, so like I'm like seeing this, I'm like, oh yes, I experienced that firsthand.
Bro thinks he's Latino.
I don't think that at all.
Whatever you say,
no.
Culture vulture.
That's fucking crazy. I'm not Drake.
Oh no.
Yeah.
The suit, fun action sequences. CGI could be better in some places, but that's okay. It was a streaming movie at one point.
I love the some of the action sequences in at the third act where fucking Blue Beetle just goes like ultra and that red hallway, and he starts beating people up with all the gadgets, and he fucking kicks that fucking soldier into the wall, which like wasn't CGI at all. It was actually like all practical. Like all stunts were practical, which is pretty cool.
Just a really fun movie.
It really is. It is a really fun movie.
I like that they got like the campiness with all like the Blue Beetle stuff.
Yes,
like the Ted Cord, like the ship, whatever.
Yes, can't wait to see what they do with that movie with all that other stuff. That was really really nice. Batman's a fascist.
Batman is a fascist. Oh yeah, wait, George Lopez. Why was he so good in this?
I have no idea, but it was fucking awesome.
He was so good. It's really funny for no reason.
Fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah, it was really good. Then the last one, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
That was the last one? That's crazy.
Yep. Last
It's
film
crazy
in the
how
DCEU.
it came out literally like months ago, like 6 months ago, 7 months ago. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Ocean Master.
Yeah, I was about to say Ocean Master and him and Aquaman's dynamic was surprisingly really fun.
Really fun. I loved even though I was afraid of them, but like the little octopus guy, he's so fun.
Yeah, he was like, look at me.
All his little noises he was making too as he walked up, bro. It was so fun. It kind of made me happy. I was afraid, but I was like, nah, dude, I can't. I'm
a little scared, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I had to lock in. Also, the woo. God, dude, so fucking good, so good.
He's always a highlight of anything he's
Yes,
in.
of course. And then also Black Manta as well. I really liked what they did with him in this movie. Um, Wanted to see a lot more, but what we got was pretty cool. Dude,
I like that Ocean Master enjoys eating cockroaches.
he enjoys eating cockroaches. He enjoys eating a burger
With a cockroach in it.
with a cockroach in it with inside a beer.
It was really not like his redemption.
Yeah, it's like redemption and how like he's like letting loose a little bit in this movie. It was really nice seeing that.
And this is, I feel like, because my hopes were like on the floor for this film, I think I enjoyed it honestly quite a bit. I liked it more than the first one. Me too.
Yeah, for sure. And it felt like it's because like I since it was like their like last movie, they kind of just wanted it to just be like kind of fun, which I could see. So yeah, I had fun with it as well. And like I like looking back on it, I was like, wow, like I would see it again.
Even though you didn't.
Nah, I mean, I haven't yet. I would, though.
One day you're just gonna do an entire DCEU rewatch.
Probably would. I mean, I've done the MCU one, the MCU rewatch like recently.
Did you?
I did.
You did the whole MCU.
Yeah, I did the whole MCU rewatch. It was like back in 2021 though.
You're due for another one.
Yes.
But yeah, DCEU, good. It's sometimes.
Sometimes, yes.
There's good things. There's good aspects in everything. There's never a film where it's hot trash all the way through. I think probably. Anyway, you watch anything this week?
Yes, I did. Of course. Let me go to my handy dandy letterbox.
Well, you do that. I'm going to quickly talk about the only thing I watched this week, which was Smiling Friends. 2 seasons came out. Season 2 just came out recently. I watched both seasons because everyone and their mother is obsessed with this show right now. And it's from Zach Hadel, who is Psychic Pebbles on YouTube. Some of my favorite animated videos on YouTube. He like genuinely super funny stuff. And also Michael Cusack, who is an Australian animator and creator. So they both co-created this series, and it's really good. It's really good. It's really fun. But a lot of people are, because it's an Adult Swim show and everyone seems to be tired of Rick and Morty. Although I feel like the people who are like, Rick and Morty sucks now is people who haven't watched it in a couple seasons, because the recent season is honestly one of their best. But, and also the Rick and Morty fan base, didn't help themselves. But a lot of people are like, oh, this is so much better than Rick and Morty or whatever. And I'm like, can two legends not coexist? Like, I don't understand why people just got to make everything into a competition. Both shows are really solid. They're also 2 different kinds of shows. But yeah, Smiling Friends is really good. A lot. There's so many TikTok sounds are coming out of this. It's such a clippable show, and which is definitely helping a lot with its viral ability, virality. Right? Virality? Is that the right word?
I have no idea.
Let's just say it is. It's really good. You asked me about it, but I'll say it again for people that are listening. 2 seasons. 8 episodes each, although I think there is like 1 special episode in season 1, but all the episodes are like 15 minutes long. You could literally binge it so fast. It's you get through it real quick. Season 2 just finished up, so I don't know how long it takes for them to pump these out, but I do know it's renewed for season 3, so it's definitely coming. But yeah, super fun show. Definitely gonna keep up with it.
Were you guys on my property? Yeah, is there a problem? I wasn't talking to you. Yeah, it is a problem. my wife is in hysterics. She doesn't know what's going on. But well, what I watched this week, I watched Kinds of Kindness, and let me tell you, we're gonna go on a little bit of a, I wouldn't say tirade.
Oh no.
But we're gonna talk about this. I'm gonna say spoilers for Kinds of Kindness if you want to see it or whatever. course, Kinds of Kindness is directed by Yorgos Lanthimos, who directed Poor Things and also movies such as The Lobster and Killing of Sacred Deer. Kinds of Kindness is also like a absurdist black comedy movie, and this movie is also very divisive. Yorgos is also a very divisive person. Poor Things was critically acclaimed, but Kinds of Kindness, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna win awards as well because it's Yorgos. But one thing I will say is that, like, the positives, I will say that the cast is incredible. It has Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons, Willem Dafoe, Hunter Schafer, Hong Chow, and Margaret Qualley, and another person. What's his name? Mamothal Athi. I haven't seen him in other projects, but like I said, the cast is stacked. It's a pretty stacked cast. And they do really well in this movie. And like, this movie is also like an anthology. It has 3 stories in one, and these are all actors that, like, also, of course, they worked with they worked with Yorgos, and they know his style, so like they can match his freak. Like I said, spoilers. First one is called RMF, the death of RMF, and it's about, like, this guy played by Jesse Plemons, who like is like trying to win like approval from his boss, was played by Willem Dafoe. And it's one of the things where it's like you kind of see like just how the lengths he's willing to go to win this person's approval. And then the second one is called RMF Eats a Sandwich, I believe. And it's a really fucking weird story because, like, basically this guy's wife was played by Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons' wife, played by Emma Stone, goes missing overseas. But then, like, one day she like randomly returns, but like something's off about her, and it's like confirmed that, like, yeah, she was like an alternate reality where dogs were like the rulers and humans were the pets and shit. It's kind of like a weird thing. And then like the real like Emma Stone comes back through like some sort of way, because like basically, they think he's like crazy or whatever, blah blah blah. But he's trying to figure out what happens to his wife. And then the third one, it's I forgot what the actual RMF title is called, but pretty much it's about like Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons. They're 2 characters who are in like a religious sex cult, and are trying to find like another person to recruit for like this, this prophecy or whatever that they're trying to fill. But things don't go right, and eventually, like, just things don't work out for Emma Stone, unfortunately. So what the negative about this, and this is what my friend told me. I'm glad that she brought it up, because I didn't think of this as this way. So the one thing about Yorgos, at least like when it comes to poor things in this film, is that like there is a lot of nudity with this movie, and it's pretty much where like the nudity is like so much to where it's like over objectifying women, and it's fucking crazy because like, oh yeah, that's like one of the biggest problems about this movie so far. But in this story, in one of the stories, basically in the third one, Emma Stone's trying to find this person, right? But like her past, she has like a kid and like a husband, and she visits them often. But like one day, she like unfortunately for Emma Stone's character, she gets like roofied and like raped, right?
Oh,
and then going back to like the I guess like the haven where like the cult is, she tells them that, yeah, like, this thing happened to me, and they're basically like, well, you shouldn't have let this man like defile you like this. And she like goes into like a sauna to like trying to sweat out all like the the drug, and they test her and they're like, yeah, she's contaminated, so like they kick her out and shit. But like, I don't know, that's just like fucking crazy as shit. Like I said, like, it's something that I didn't really think about when my friend told me. But yeah, like, she wasn't really a fan, because it's like there's so much more that could have happened. But like, it's clear that like, Yorgos how his fan base is, you know, divisive, is that like just he doesn't feel like they feel like that he doesn't treat with women right, and I understand what they're saying with this. And my thing with the movie is that like besides, you know, the overjustification of like women and stuff like that, I feel like the themes of the movie that he's trying to like, you know, explore, I think the ones of the themes were like, you know, trying to find acceptance through like, you know, the society of like, you know, of like one of like yourself or like other people or whatever. I feel like that didn't really come through all the way, and I felt like that could have been done with like maybe like one story or like even like just two stories in itself. But that's kind of like my thing about it. Other than that, like the cast was, you know, like I said, like they're phenomenal. Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons and Willem Dafoe were fantastic. I wish there was more of Hunter Schafer. But other than that, I think the story was fine. I also watched A Quiet Place day one. I think it's good. It's nothing like too over the top.
A lot of people saying it's the best one. Why do you disagree?
What I disagree, it's the best one. I wouldn't say it's like the best one. I mean, it's definitely not a bad story. I feel like with the thing about it is that I think in terms of like the characters, there's not really much to go off of because I'm not and like they're in like no way like one they're like no way like one dimensional, but it's a thing too where like they could have been like, you know, there could have been done with more with their characters in terms of like the development, or at least like just like writing. But overall, I liked how they're showing this like dire situation. And one of the things I really liked was they're showing more of like of the creatures in this like city, because I also like how it takes place in New York. Most of it takes place in New York, you know. Of course, New York is like, you know, noisy ass city, so like you just see constant fucking destruction everywhere. But it's definitely a more emotional story than like, you know, I guess like horror-esque, rather than like, you know, the first one where it's like you had that mystery, you had like the way of them like navigating through like the family, because like, you know, they're about to have like another child on the way, they just lost a child, and you know, shit like that. So I think the first one's better for that. I haven't seen the second one at all. I know Cillian Murphy's in it, but that's about it. But this one, day one was solid. It wasn't like the best or the worst, but like it's definitely like pretty good. Lupita Nyong'o and Joseph Quinn are pretty solid. Didn't think they would work so well together, but it works. I watched Maxine, and I got to see an early screening for it on Wednesday, and
Seeing a lot of people are disappointed.
yeah, I understand why. So the thing is about like Maxine, it's in this trilogy, you know, like the Maxine trilogy, and pretty much, you know, you have like X, which is like obviously like a great movie. It's, you know, it's you know, it's paying homage to like the 70s slasher movies, like such as Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and you know, just the commentary around that as well. And then you have like Pearl, which is, you know, very like World War One-esque, and you know, I love how it's kind of like a commentary about like, you know, just how this woman is like feeling lonely and she's feeling isolated because like, you know, her husband's off to war, and like her mom is continuously bashing her. And like, you know, basically with these like films that like, you know, these are people that want the fame and the status, but they're constantly getting like put down through like, you know, external and sometimes even like internal like conflicts. The thing about Maxine is that it's obviously it's like a sequel to X, and takes place in the 80s. You know, with the 80s, you know, you have like this like, you know, this like kind of like where it's like more slashers are coming out, and you're starting to see that through this film. And you know, Maxine, like, she's trying to advance her career to movies, as and you know, she's been doing like, you know, like adult like work, and she's trying to make a name of herself, but she keeps getting like bogged down by you know, these internal things that she had to deal with in X. The problem is with this film is that like it has a pretty good first and second act. You know, the characters are great. Like, you know, I'm like loving it, like how like they're being explored and all that stuff. Like, you know, one of them being like Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon's character, like he's pretty solid. Like, you know, he plays like a PI and he's trying to figure out like what happened with like you know, like what happened in the 70s with like Maxine. The only problem is that like is kind of the ending. The ending, the third act was very like underwhelming. It felt very rushed, and it felt like Ty West didn't know how to like tie up the movie like all together and make a very nice conclusion. And it also just like it the motivation of the final character, it made sense, but I felt like I said, like it wasn't executed like fully. And so like you just kind of have like, you know, this like just this very like messy third act, and it just felt like very like uninspiring because yeah, like, you know, like I said, I didn't really it didn't really work for me because I'm like watching the movie and I'm like, okay, like, you know, I'm understanding like, you know, what she's going through. Like she has like this like trauma of like feeling that like she, well, you know, she wants to be this big time star, but she's being like bogged down by like, you know, just her past and everything. And someone said that like, you know, Ty West didn't like trust his audience because like he edited the movie and you're having these flashbacks from X, and but it's like we already know that because like, I mean, it's a direct sequel, you know. So that's kind of like the thing. And yeah, I have been seeing as well that people are not really liking Maxine. And then like I know Ty West said that like based on like the third, like, you know, Maxine's like performance, he was gonna write a fourth movie, which like I don't even know what the fourth one will be about. But personally, like I think if he's gonna write a fourth movie, it shouldn't even be tied with this one, and it should be a completely different like new project because I don't know, the ending with this like just like wasn't it, you know. But like I said, I really liked how what he was doing with the 80s. Obviously, he likes making period films. He likes making like, obviously, I think it's very apparent he likes paying homage to like different eras of like film. But I don't know, it was really like underwhelming. I wouldn't use the word disappointed because, you know, that's like I would be like really really much myself. But I was just like, dude, like I really wish it was like a little bit better, and I wish I liked it a lot more than X and Pearl, because X and Pearl are great movies. Like they were really really good. But yeah, it's pretty much like about it.
That's unfortunate. So it's pretty solid just up until the third act, or
Yeah,
really
because
apart.
like, you know, like I said, like, you know, with Ty West making period films and, you know, the 80s stuff, like I like how, you know, they're kind of doing like this like Stranger Things-esque thing where like it's like, oh yeah, well, like, okay, well, you know, they have the 80s, you have like rock and roll, you have like D&D, you have like all these like, you know, the public was like very like upset that like, you know, all these things were like, you know, becoming satanic, and, you know, the youth is like not very, you know, Christian, that weren't doing like Christian ways. You know, you had people coming into court and be like, hey, like tell us that this isn't like satanic stuff. So, you know, you have all that stuff, and, you know, that was going on with the, you know, the Night Stalker type of thing where like, you know, this guy, he's just killing women and, you know, putting like satanics like brandings on them and shit like that. So I like what he was doing with that. And obviously, you know, Maxine wanting to be a movie star, she's starring in this horror film. I felt like because of all like, you know, the religious aspects that he was trying to do, it just didn't fit with what he was going for in the third act. It just didn't feel like inspiring. I felt like it was just like, okay, well, like I'm gonna make it like this, and I'm gonna just wrap this up like really quickly. Like I said, it felt like very rushed, and the movie ended up feeling like okay to me. Now, like, you know, this movie is also going to be very divisive because I have been seeing people that liked it, but yeah, mostly like, you know, it wasn't for me to really enjoy it. And I will be down for a rewatch later on, but still, it's just like, I don't know.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Sad to see. Sad. Wasn't it all supposed to come out like the same year?
Same year what?
The trilogy.
Yes, it was because X came out, but then they're filming Pearl and Secret, and Pearl released like October of like 2022. Because I think X released like in March of 2022 or something. Like it was definitely earlier in the year, and then they were trying to make Maxine, but Maxine got delayed like multiple times.
Wow.
One due to like, you know, the writer's strike, but also like it also got delayed because Mia Goth got into a lawsuit.
Wait, what? What? For what?
She got into a lawsuit because she like assaulted like one of the stunt performers or something like that.
What? Like on purpose?
No, it wasn't on purpose, I believe.
Oh, well,
but yeah.
But okay.
But yeah, so yeah, there was like a lawsuit with that, and then like also I think they're just delaying because of like writing, like you're just like
ain't
writing
that their
stuff.
job?
Yeah, I'm not sure what
there's gotta
fully
be more
happened.
to that. There's gotta be. I don't know.
Let me see. Hold on. Mia Goth lawsuit. She was sued for bullying and kicking a background actor in the head while filming Maxine. According to Deadline, James Hunter sued Goth for injuries he suffered from her alleged cruel and violent actions.
That's insane.
Yeah, she was sued by Maxine background actor for battery. This was like 5 months ago.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, is that the show?
That is the show.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening to the Avengers podcast. If you want to follow us, we're at Avengenerds on Twitter. That's AVENGE Nerds, all one word. If you want to follow either one of us, you can reach me at @itzenith_ on Twitter. Where can they reach you? At
Touring Guy on Instagram.
Okay. Anywhere else?
No,
that's it.
Yes.
All right. We also have a Discord if you'd like to join the conversation there. This will be linked in the show notes. You can also check out our link tree for any additional links you may be interested in. You also review the show on Apple Podcasts. If you could leave 5 stars in a review, it would really help us out. Thanks again for listening to the Avengers podcast. We'll see you next week.
Later.